Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. This is a love reading. It's intended to be a romantic love reading for the sign of Scorpio. I don't generally set intentions for the type of readings that I get, but I decided in the spirit of the upcoming holiday, Valentine's Day, I would give it a try. So I have set the intention that I want to do a romantic love reading. However, that does not guarantee that that is what the message will be. In fact, my last 4 messages have not really been romantic love readings. So we'll see what comes out for you, Scorpio. If you're brand new to my channel, thank you so much for joining me. Please check the description box below for information regarding my video and my readings. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back to view more of my videos. I appreciate you subscribing, commenting, liking, sharing my videos. I set out to start YouTube readings because it's a hobby of mine and I enjoy doing it. But I'm enjoying it more than ever, so I am trying to grow my channel and I do appreciate the support. So Scorpio, I do want to remind all of my viewers that because this is a general reading, take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. My intention is to reach the people who need this message and who will benefit the most from the message. So it may or may not resonate for you. Be flexible with the energy. And we're going to get started after a couple of shuffles of my deck. See what's going on with you guys. A romantic love reading for Scorpio. Spirit, how about it? Let's get a rainbows, kittens, unicorns, chocolates, and roses. How about one of those readings? I haven't seen one of those in a while, and those are super fun. So I want one of those for Scorpio, but we'll see what comes out. I'm not going to be too demanding. Whatever message comes out will be the one that comes out and the one that's supposed to come out. Here we go, Scorpio. We have the 6 of Pentacles to start in your underlying energy. And that's paired with the Lovers in reverse. Wah, wah. We'll see. You never know. Might turn out to be fabulous. Here we go. Queen of Cups. Judgment in reverse. The King of Wands. 8 of Swords in reverse. Page of Cups. And the Ace of Pentacles. So there's some positive energy on the table so far. We have two energies, the Queen of Cups, King of Wands. I do feel like this is pertaining to a relationship. So the Queen of Cups is paired with Judgment in reverse. It's possible the Queen of Cups is rethinking some decisions that were made in the past that maybe didn't go her way. The Queen of Cups is somebody who's very loving and compassionate. This is a feminine energy in waiting. She's not going out seeking her knight in shining armor. She kind of sits back on her throne and she receives what comes to her. But she, again, is somebody who's very emotionally compassionate, willing to share her love with the right people. You'll notice she's covering her cup. She is finicky about who she shares her love with because it has to be the right type of person. This person has to match her energy, has to be someone who's willing to give what she has to offer. Equal give and take. And I feel like there may possibly have been some decisions or choices in the past relating to a relationship that were not beneficial or positive for her. We have a King of Wands on the table with an 8 of Swords in reverse. King of Wands is a natural born leader, somebody who's very ambitious, creative. This is somebody who goes out and gets what he wants. He takes action where action is needed. He accepts responsibility and can delegate responsibility to others. Other people look up to this kind of individual because they have those kind of, they're not shy about, again, about decision making or taking charge. And paired with this Eight of Swords in reverse, could be that he's released from something or he's no longer trapped. Maybe this is a relationship with this Queen of Cups. Let's get some more information before we dive too deep into analyzing these cards. I think there is an opportunity for love on the table, Page of Cups, Ace of Pentacles here. So it's possible this is a new connection. Could be a connection that's not romantic. Maybe it's a workplace situation with this Ace of Pentacles, where these two work together. Could be friends or family connection. Let's see what else we get with our next deck of cards. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse and the Sun in reverse. Ten of Swords, clarifying the Queen. The Hierophant, clarifying Judgment. Ten of Cups in reverse, clarifying this King. Strength. Three of Pentacles. And the Seven of Cups. So this, first of all, you could be either one of these people, and I said at the beginning, be flexible with the energy. Don't worry about the gender of the cards. If this reading resonates for you, you're also going to know who you are. But I'm reading for the Queen because I do feel like she's embodying this energy in the underlying set of cards regarding a decision that was made, possibly connected with this King of Wands. She's dealing with some kind of ending, perhaps the ending of this relationship with this King. This King is maybe feeling a little dissatisfied in the situation, a little unhappy. It's possible, again, with the Three of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles out here, this could be a working relationship, workplace, or these two are connected in some way where they were building something together or creating something together. I think there's some confusion surrounding this relationship. This Queen might be questioning her decision to end the relationship. Let's get some more cards on the table for you, Scorpio, and see what else we can get. We have the Tower in reverse. Death, clarifying the Lovers. Eight of Pentacles, clarifying the Queen. Knight of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune, clarifying the King in reverse. Seven of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles, clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. Again, a lot of Pentacles showing up. I feel like this is a workplace situation, or it's possible these two ran a business together, or are running a business together, or there's something they're building together or creating. I feel like this king gave up on this queen. It's possible with the King of Wands here, it could be a boss, somebody who's in a position of authority. But I feel there's something about the ending of this relationship, and it ended up, I think this king is regretting it or feeling like it wasn't the right move. I think he just gave up, and again, it could be that this queen, it could be vice versa, that this queen ended the relationship with the king, walked away from this situation. But I think one or both are regretting the decision. The king is unhappy. The queen feels like she is also rethinking this decision, but to a certain extent, I think she thinks she made the right move. That maybe it was the right move for her, in order for her to move forward with something, maybe a work opportunity or a project. But there's some confusion surrounding this connection, and whether or not it was the right thing related to this opportunity, financial endeavor, creative endeavor, something that would be profitable, possibly for both parties. I think that there's at least a separation between these two, something that has kind of brought these two apart, taken these two apart. And again, I feel like the king was responsible for letting go of the queen, and I feel like she's feeling a little protective of herself, maybe considering moving on without this connection, but possibly considering continuing to pursue this Ace of Pentacles, whatever this is. It feels like a business opportunity, workplace opportunity, job, creative endeavor, project. Let's get some more information. So we have the King of Wands again, clarifying the Ten of Wands in reverse. So he's definitely the one responsible for releasing this queen, for letting go of this connection. Four of Wands in reverse. Six of Swords. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Ten of Pentacles. Hierophant. Again. Three of Cups. Hangman in reverse. So this potentially could be a family connection. These two could be married, possibly, or, and I'm not feeling that, but it feels like it could potentially be a connection through family, if they're not spouses. And I think that this king, I want to get the rest of these cards up, but I think this King of Wands was responsible for letting go of this relationship, or walking away from it, or making the decision to separate. I think that it was a good working relationship. Six of Pentacles here. I think there was something positive going on here between these two. So it feels like the decision to separate or walk away from this was not necessarily the right choice. There's a lot of confusion surrounding why this stable connection was broken. Why this ending occurred. Trying to figure out what happened here. This queen feels like she's moving on after the ending. I don't feel like she feels like this is, you know, the end of positive things happening. And again, I feel this is you, Scorpio, this Queen of Cups. I feel like your energy is very strong and you're kind of letting this roll off your back. You're kind of saying, well, okay, you know, if you don't want me around, I can take care of myself. I can do this on my own. I'm going to continue to move forward despite your bad choices. I'm going to continue to make positive moves in the right direction. So maybe, Scorpio, whatever you two had going, you're going to continue to have success with this. You've got a really positive set of outcome cards here too. I feel like, again, this could be a work situation with a group dynamic. You may have other connections that are still very strong and positive for you, and you're having success with whatever this endeavor was, this Ace of Pentacles, because it's still in your energy. It's still something that you're working on, something that you're putting effort into. But there's some confusion surrounding this King's decision. You still got this in your energy, very positive, working hard, making something transpire for you, possibly without this King in tow. But he feels like he was an integral part of this endeavor, whatever this is for you. Maybe a family situation influenced this King's decision. I don't feel like I think he's regretting it. I think he has a clear understanding that whatever happened, it's not working in his favor. But maybe he took himself out of the equation because he knew that he wasn't a positive influence on a situation, and it wasn't helping you move forward. Queen of Cups. Let's get this last round out and see if we can't get anything else for you, Scorpio. Six of Pentacles again. The Hermit in reverse. Two of Swords. Page of Wands in reverse. The Lovers again in reverse, clarifying this King's energy. Seven of Wands again in the same set of cards with the Seven of Wands, but this time in the upright position. Ace of Pentacles again in the same set with the Ace of Pentacles. And the Nine of Swords. So you're definitely thinking about this. This is causing some anxiety, whether it's on your part or this King's part. I feel like this Queen feels like she's in relatively positive energy. It feels like you're resilient. I get this feeling of resilience. Like you have no choice but to move on because you didn't make this decision. So you're moving on in a positive direction, making good decisions for yourself, despite the seemingly bad decision by this King of Wands, who I feel made this decision maybe for external reasons, maybe because of family reasons, but it feels like he took himself out of a situation, maybe something that was beyond his control. And maybe he felt like, you know, I can't make a positive impact on the situation, this relationship, or this dynamic, whatever this is with you. So I'm going to remove myself from the situation because it's what I have to do right now. Because he's in the upright position. So I don't feel like, even though this feels like it was a bad decision for him and for you, you're moving on feeling pretty good about where you're headed. And I think you have other people supporting you. I think you have other people in your corner. And I think you're having success. But there is possibly still some confusion and maybe uncertainty surrounding what this is going to look like in the future without this King of Wands, without his participation, without his effort being put forth. I think he's feeling defensive about his decision. I think he's defending himself. I think he thinks he's done the right thing. And again, I feel like it was something that was maybe out of his control. And it might have been pertaining to a family dynamic, family situation. If this Ten of Pentacles does not indicate that you are related to this person, and that's possible, but it could have been that he had to make a decision because of a family situation. He had to make a decision regarding your connection because of a family situation that was out of his control, maybe. Or something in his personal life that he had to take care of that required him to remove himself from the situation or detach himself from you. And again, while it feels like you're disappointed or feeling like it was a bad decision on his part, you're moving on in a very positive way, maybe feeling a little bit sad, maybe a little bit in your head about this decision, but you don't have a choice right now but to move on from this ending because that's just how a Scorpio rolls. You know, you take the good with the bad. If you have some roadblocks that you have to get past, you do it, you push on. Right, Scorpio? You make good decisions for yourself. You can't control what others do and what decisions they make. Maybe it doesn't feel good, but it's not something that you have the power to change. If this King's made up his mind, he's going to do this because it's something he feels he needs to do. I'm going to take this card. So we have the Four of Water, which would be the Four of Cups. But I think this card has, if I'm remembering correctly, this card has pretty significantly different meaning to it. So let's see what it says in the Dreams of Gaia Tarot book and maybe give you some more clarity as to how to move forward in this situation. Here we go. I will display the card for you, Scorpio. The Four of Water stands before you with quiet confidence and awareness. Despite his scarred appearance, he sees only beauty when he looks at his reflection. A gentle smile curves his lips as he regards himself with kindness and understanding. He has many weaknesses and during his lifetime has made many mistakes, and yet he chooses to see the lessons he has learned and forgive himself. It says learnt. I never used that word, but when it came out of my mouth, it sounded weird. Lessons he has learned. I'm going to say learned. Lessons he has learned and forgive himself. Instead of holding on to feelings of shame, regret, and guilt. Every scar makes him more beautiful, and every mistake presents him the opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become wiser. Like all of us, he has many strengths to balance out his weaknesses, and it is these strengths on which he chooses to focus. He believes he is deserving of both love and happiness, and even when life offers an experience that scars, he refuses to allow hurt or disappointment to erode his self-belief or close his heart. This does not mean that he is blind to his flaws. Rather, he accepts them for what they are. Parts of a whole that is imperfect and perfect at the same time. The Four of Water arrives in your reading to ask whether you look at yourself with less love than you should. Do you see only your flaws and imperfections and feel as if you should apologize for having them? Instead, seeing them as something that gives you depth and character? Those flaws and scars and imperfections are aspects of your nature that make you truly beautiful. You would shine like the sun if you would accept them and forgive them and allow them to simply be a part of who you are. It is time to let go of the idea that to be perfect is to be without flaw. Stop looking for the perfect relationship, the perfect idea or creation, the perfect career or the perfect opportunity. Every relationship, every idea or creation, every career path, and every opportunity has flaws, imperfections, and the potential to fail or go awry. Realize that perfection is a paradoxical state and that exists only when there is peaceful acceptance and unconditional love for those scars, weaknesses, and flaws. Perfection is only achieved in seeing, accepting, and loving the flaws, knowing that they are an undeniable, necessary part of the beautiful, magical whole. The Four of Water comes to ask that you release any feelings of inadequacy or discomfort. You are, in this moment, everything you are meant to be and so much more. Love yourself without condition. Okay, Scorpio, well, I'm going to let you mull over that meaning and make sense of it, however it applies to you in this reading. I feel like it could apply to this King of Wands. I feel like he may feel like he's made some mistakes and that he had some choices to make that maybe weren't so positive. And maybe he did make some mistakes and maybe he regrets them now. But, you know, again, just like I was indicating earlier in the reading, you take the good with the bad. Everybody makes mistakes, and we just push on, we move forward, because that's what you do. Even in the face of some harsh endings, you just move forward, onto calmer waters, onto greener pastures, and take the life lessons for what they are, and allow that experience to make you a wiser, better person. So, I'm going to leave that here, Scorpio. I hope this reading gave you some clarity. I hope that it gave you something to walk away with. I really appreciate you joining me. If it did resonate, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. I do reply to those. And I hope I see you again soon. Take care. Bye, Scorpio.